Hi, my lovely darlings. How are you all? Hope all are doing good. So, this is Miss Jaswina back here for today's online session. Okay, so today we are going to deal with the grammar topic. Okay, darlings. So, I am not going to tell the topic. Okay, you are going to listen to a song, after which you yourself will come to know about today's topic. So shall we listen? I want you to listen to the song carefully, because the second time when I am going to play the song again, you are going to sing together. Okay? Shall we start? Yes, very good. So, did you all listen to the song, darlings? Yes? You liked it? Okay. So, I'm going to play the song again. So, we are going to sing along. Okay, darlings, are you all ready? Yes. So, darlings, today we'll be dealing with punctuation marks. These punctuation marks are very important for English language. Okay, these marks are signals to the readers. Okay, when we read a passage, what do? If we see a full stop there, we stop there immediately, or we see a comma, or we see a semicolon, or we see a colon. What do? Immediately? We immediately give a pause there, isn't it? Or we see a question mark, we ask it like a question. So we change our tones, our voice tones, according to the punctuation marks. So this is how it helps in reading and in speaking. Okay, in writing, while we write, if we use punctuation marks, it will help us to emphasize and clarify what we mean. It will help us to deliver the message correctly to the readers. Okay, so this is how punctuation marks are used. Okay, darlings. So there are so many punctuations, we will be seeing one by one. The first type of punctuation marks are called as terminal marks. What are they? Terminal punctuation marks. These terminal punctuation marks are seen at the end of the sentence. Okay. So there are three types of terminal punctuation marks. They are full stop, exclamation mark and question mark. Now first one is full stop. Where do we use full stop? Full stop is used to mark the end of an imperative or declarative sentences. For example, now before I read the examples, let me tell you what is a declarative sentence. A declarative sentence is a sentence which gives you a piece of information, is called as declarative sentence. If it is telling something about me, or if it is giving a piece of information about something or someone or about me, it is called as declarative sentence. Imperative sentences are commands or request. If I give a command, then it is an imperative sentence. If I request you, it is a imperative sentence. Okay. For example, I teach English. Now this is a declarative sentence. Okay, so there is a full stop at the end. Second one, we had pizza for dinner. It is telling you that I had pizza for dinner. We had pizza for dinner. So it is giving you an information. So these are declarative sentences. Third one, if it rains tomorrow, bring your umbrella. So this is a command. If it rains tomorrow, bring your umbrella. This is a command. So this is an imperative sentences. So full stop is used in declarative and imperative sentences. Declarative sentences are sentences which give information about something or someone. Imperative sentences are request and command. Okay. So this is how we use full stop. So the second one is question mark. Question marks, it is used to mark the end of a question. Like if we are asking a question and if your question is ending there, at the end you put a question mark. For example, if it rains tomorrow, should I bring my umbrella? I am asking a question. If it rains tomorrow, should I bring an umbrella? So that ends my question. So I am putting a question mark there. The second one, who lives in that house? It is again a question. Who lives in that house? It is again a question. So again I am putting a question mark at the end. So the third one is exclamation mark. What is it? Exclamation mark. Now these exclamation marks are used to convey a very strong emotion or a feeling. If I want to convey my feelings to you, if I want to convey my emotions to you, I use this exclamation mark. For example, I am really excited about my online class. So this is telling you about the excitement. So when we read it, how will we read? I am really excited about my online class. So this is how we read it. If there is no exclamation mark, how will we read? I am really excited about my online class. If there is exclamatory mark, how will we read it? I am really excited about my online class. So you can use this exclamation mark to express your emotion. It can be anything. It might be anger, it might be excitement, it might be amazement, it might be sad or sorrow, any kind of emotions. When you deliver it, you use exclamatory mark. Okay. A second example, if you come to work late tomorrow, you will be fired. So this is a boss telling to his employee, if you come to work late tomorrow, you will be fired. So it is a emotion by the boss. Second one, you can also use exclamatory mark in the interjections. Okay, like ouch, hooray, yeah, wow, all these are interjections. So example, ouch, you hit my leg, wow, it looks beautiful. So these are all interjections. So can you understand now, darling? So where do we use Full stop, we use full stop at the end of a declarative or imperative sentences. We use question mark when we end our question. We use exclamatory mark when we convey a strong emotion or a feeling, and we also use exclamatory mark in interjections like hooray, wow, amazing, all these. Okay. So the next punctuation mark is comma. Now there are three different ways to use comma. The first one is it is used to separate items in a list. Okay, in a sentence, if there are more than two items, to separate those items, commas are used. For example, we need to buy milk, sugar, ghee and nuts to make the dessert. So in this sentence, milk, sugar, ghee and nuts. So 4 items are there. So it is more than 2, so we are adding comma in between. So it is not only items, it is not only one particular word. If there are more than 2 phrases in a sentence, there also we add comma. Okay. Second example, why don't you go upstairs, take shower and get ready to leave. Now why don't you go upstairs is a phrase, take shower is another, get ready to leave is also another. So there are 3 phrases. So in between we are adding commas. Okay darlings, can you understand? So first, where are we using commas? To separate items in a list if there are more than 2 items. If there is only 2 items, what do? We add and in between. Okay. So the second rule is we use commas to separate words that are not part of the sentence. So for example, unfortunately he missed his flight. Now he missed his flight is a separate sentence. This unfortunately, it is not with the sentence. Okay, it is not a part of the sentence. So there we give comma. Frankly, I do not care whether she agrees with my decision or not. Here frankly is not a part of the sentence, so there you give a comma. So like this you have sincerely, when after a name we give comma, after sir or madam we give comma. Emma, can you come here? Sir, would you like to have a cup of tea? Other examples may be like, ma'am, please take your seat. Yes, after ma'am you give a comma. Like when we write a letter or when we write an email, in our salutations we give comma, like after dear ma'am or respected madam or sir, we give a comma there. Okay. Next one is to separate linking words like however, therefore, for example, namely, all these. Okay. Example, her parents wanted to be a doctor, however, she had other plans. Her parents wanted to be a doctor. Now this is a separate sentence. She had other plans is a separate sentence. So to link these both sentences together, they have used however there. So after these linking words, we have to add a comma. This is a great book, a separate sentence. It is one of the best I have ever read. This is also a separate sentence. So to join or to link these both sentences, they have used in fact. This is a great book. In fact, it is one of the best I have ever read. So after in fact, they have again given a comma. So we use commas in 3 places. Where do we use? To separate items, to separate words that are not a part of the sentence, to separate the linking words. Okay, did you all understand? Yes, very good. Next one is semicolon. The semicolons are used to combine closely related sentences. So instead of ending a sentence and starting a new one, or instead of adding a conjunction and combining both the sentence, we use semicolon. Okay, darlings. So, the example, I went to see a movie with my friend. I thought it was amazing. She thought it was terrible. Now, I went to see a movie with my friend is a sentence. I thought it was amazing. Here we could either finish the sentence by keeping a full stop, or we can add conjunction like but. I thought it was amazing, but she thought it was terrible. Yes, but instead of conjunction they have used semicolon there. I went to see a movie with my friend. I thought it was amazing, semicolon, a pause there. She thought it was terrible. Second sentence, this is a great book. In fact, it is one of the best I ever had. So, here again they are combining both the sentence. Instead of keeping full stop and ending the sentence, they have used semicolon and they have continued the second part of the sentence. Okay, darlings. So, semicolon is used to combine two closely related sentence instead of using full stop and starting a new sentence, or instead of using a conjunction we use semicolon. Next one is colon. Okay, these colons are used to show things is to follow in a complete sentence. For example, in a sentence there is a sentence after which a list of things are being followed. In that particular place they use colon. Example, Danny is specialized in cooking seafood. Okay, Danny is specialized in cooking seafood. It is a complete sentence and they have listed the items in which he is specialized: prawn, shrimp, crab and fish. Second sentence, he wanted to visit 3 cities in India. He wanted to visit 3 cities in India itself is a complete sentence, but they have also listed the cities also. So, they have given a colon there. He wanted to visit 3 cities in India: Mumbai, Chennai and Delhi. So, this is how colons are used. So, where are commas used? Commas are used to separate items in a sentence. It can be items or it can also be phrases if it is more than 2. Second, it is used to separate the words which are not part of the sentence. Very good. Third one, it is used to separate the linking words. Okay. Next one is semicolon. It is used to combine closely related sentences. So, instead of putting a full stop and finishing the sentence, or instead of using a conjunction, we use semicolon. Okay, and colon is to show that a list of items are to be followed, okay, after a complete sentence. Okay, darlings, did you understand? Yeah, good. Shall we move to the next one then? Yes. Okay, so the next punctuation mark is apostrophe. Now, apostrophe is used to make contractions. Okay, now contractions are combining 2 words to make a single word, okay, by omitting one letter from there. For example, I am a teacher. This is the sentence. Now, here we can write it as I apostrophe am. I am going to remove a from there. So, instead of a, I will add an apostrophe there. I am a teacher. Second sentence, she is waiting at the bus stop. So, you can write it as she is. You can remove I from there, add an apostrophe. She is waiting at the bus stop. Okay. So, this is how you use contraction. Now, when you use contraction in a sentence, you can use it only once. For example, see the sentence, they are not coming to the party. Okay, you can either make they and are together as they are and not together as aren't. Okay, you can either use this or that, but you cannot use both together. They are not coming to the party. This is also correct. They aren't coming to the party. This is also correct, but you cannot use both together like they aren't coming to the party. That is not correct. Okay, darlings. So we use apostrophe when we mark contractions. Second way where we can use apostrophe is to make a possession, or when we tell about the ownership. For example, have you seen Anita's new car? Anita's, it is her possession. Okay, so it is Anita's. It is my brother's birthday today. Okay, I'm visiting my mother's native place next week. So it is also telling about the possession. So in that place we can use apostrophe. So the next punctuation mark is quotation mark. Okay, these quotation marks are used to enclose the exact words of the speaker. If someone is telling something, to mark the exact words or to tell the exact words, we put it into quotations. For example, I love to read a book, said Priya. So what did Priya say? She said that she loved to read the book. So the statement which she said is put in quotations, okay, in double quotes. Second example, what did you do yesterday? Asked Riyaz. Riya asked, what did you do yesterday? So it is the statement said by Riyaz. So we have put that in quotation. Third one, Mrs. Meena said, sit in your respective place. So Mrs. Meena, the teacher, is telling, sit in your respective place. So the statement which the teacher said is put in quotation. Okay, darlings. So did you understand till this? Where do we use apostrophes? We use apostrophes to mark contractions like I am, she is, he is, etc. We also use apostrophe to make a possession or to tell about the ownership. Anita's, brothers, mothers, fathers, etc. We use quotation to enclose the exact word by the speaker or the statement given by the speaker. So the next punctuation that we are going to see is parentheses, which are also called as round brackets. Now these round brackets are used to separate extra information from the rest of the sentence. Okay, when we write a sentence, if we want to be more specific, if we want to be more clear to the reader, we give extra information. So when we give the extra information, it will be given in a round bracket. Example, on the weekend I went to James bracket best friend house. So the sentence is, on the weekend I went to James' house. So I visited James' house. Who is James? James is my best friend. So to tell about him, they have given this best friend inside the bracket. Second sentence, day before yesterday, that is Saturday, was the last working day. So are you clear with this, darling? Shall we go to the next one? Yeah. Okay, so the last and the final punctuation is capitalization. Capitalization is like using, where you have to use capital letter or uppercase letter. First one, there are 4 rules for this. We will see one by one. First one, always capitalize the first letter in a sentence. So when we start writing a sentence, we have to start it only with capital letter. Example, they all got wet. The bus is red. Okay, so the starting letter is starting with capital letter. So the second rule is always capitalize the names and proper nouns. So all the names and proper nouns in a sentence should be started, or it should start only with a capital letter. For example, we visited Paris last year. Third one, always capitalize days, months, festivals and holidays. He went to Chennai on Tuesday. He is starting in capital letter. H is starting in capital letter. Went to Chennai is a, yes, it is a proper noun. So C is starting with capital letter on Tuesday. Tuesday is a day, so it is starting with capital letter. We keep a tree in our house for Christmas. So Christmas is a festival, so it is starting with capital letter. So the fourth rule is always capitalize titles like doctor, Mr., Mrs., Miss, or engineer or professor. When we give a title, okay, what do? We capitalize it, okay. The first letter should be in capital letter. For example, now look at this sentence. All the rules are here in this sentence itself. Last Friday I went to Dr. Jones for a checkup. Now last is the first word in the sentence, so it is starting with L. Friday is the day, so we are starting it with a capital letter. Now I, when you write I in a sentence, if it is all by itself, if I is all by itself, okay, you have to write it only in capital letter. Went to doctor, so it is a title. Doctor is a title, so D is in capital letter. Jones is a name, so J is in capital letter for a checkup. Okay darlings, did you all understand all the rules? Yes, very good. Okay darlings, now we'll do a small quiz, okay. I'll show questions on the screen. You will look at it and you will find out where or what punctuation mark is missing, okay. So this is your first question. My friend Sita speaks German. Now I'll tell you there are 4 mistakes, okay, 4 mistakes in this sentence. You have to identify what it is. Come on, make a guess darlings, it's easy. Yeah, so a sentence should start with capital letter, so M should be in capital letter. So my friend. Now after a name or after a word which is not a part of the sentence, you have to give a comma there. So comma, my friend Sita is a name, so again it should start with capital letter. Speaks German is a proper noun, so G is in capital letter. Understood? Yes. So the second sentence, what are you doing next weekend? Now here there is a punctuation mark missing. What is it? Yeah, you've got that right. What are you doing next weekend? A question mark. It is a question. What are you doing next weekend? So a question mark. Next one. The girl's father sat in a corner. It is telling about a possession or ownership. Yes, the apostrophe is missing in between L and yes. The girl's father sat in a corner. Very good. So the next sentence, hello, my name is Lisa. There is another punctuation mark missing here. Yeah, you've got that right darling, very good. After hello there should be a exclamatory mark. Very good. Next sentence, this is Mr. Wilson. There are 2 mistakes in this. Find out. Yes, the title, that is Mr. should be in capital letter and Wilson is a name, so it should be in capital letter. Very good. This is absolutely incredible. This is the sentence. What punctuation mark should be given here? Should be marked here? Yes, it is exclamatory mark. My children are so brilliant. Very good. Okay, darlings, now it is the task time. So I have given here 10 sentences. I request you to take a screenshot of this and save it in your mobile phone or your laptop or whatever it is. You will copy down these questions in your homework note and you will also write the answers with this. Okay, next class we shall discuss the answers. Okay, thank you so much, children, for listening to me patiently. See you all very soon, the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.